Really feel your weight in the floor. Make sure the knees are going all the way back, 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 back. Yeah, I'll show you from this angle. Hey there, beautiful dancer. In this tutorial, you are going to learn what is hands down belly dance's most popular shimmy. This is a shimmy that you will utilize all the time on the belly dance floor, but it is not necessarily as easy as it may look. I'm talking about the Egyptian shimmy, and in this video, I'm going to break it down for you step by step and have you dancing it like a pro in no time. My name is Sahira, and I'm here to teach you the beautiful art of belly dance. Before we dive into the mechanics of the shimmy, let's take just a second to talk about posture, because this is going to be super important, not only to make the shimmy easier to accomplish, but also to make sure that you are body safe and not tweaking any part of your body. This particular shimmy is pretty intensive on the legs and knees and can be uncomfortable in the lower back if your posture is not correct. So let's check out your posture and make sure you're all set up before we begin. For the Egyptian shimmy, and indeed a lot of the moves we do in belly dance, you're going to want to be in home base to get started. What I mean by this is feet about hip bone width distance apart. You're going to have knees and toes pointing in the same direction, and we're going to be really, really conscious of having a nice long spine. So taking that natural curvature of the back, reducing it a bit by engaging in the lower abdominals, thinking nice, long, tall spine. Chest lifted away from the hips, because we're going to have a lot of vibration in the hips and you don't want a lot of vibration in the chest to go with it, right? So we're thinking lifted chest, relaxed shoulders back and down. We can have our hands in any number of positions. So we're really going to focus on grounding there in the feet, because the feet, the legs, the knees, the thighs, they're really driving this movement. So we want to make sure they're very connected to the floor and very much in alignment as we shimmy. Let's start by me showing you the basic leg movement that's going to create this shimmy, and then be sure to stay to the end of the video. And I'm going to give you some pro tips on how to make this shimmy more seamless and effortless as you ramp it up. The Egyptian shimmy is a straight-legged shimmy, or rather it comes to a straight leg position as the knees bend and straighten. So instead of being in a plie the entire time, I'm going to invite you to think about this shimmy as accentuating the back of this motion. It's kind of like I'm jogging in place with my feet stuck to the floor, and I am focusing my effort, I'm focusing this movement to the back. So instead of thinking front, 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 my knees are going to the front, I want you to think back, 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 as though you're bouncing the backside of your knee, like the crease of your knee in the back. You're bouncing it off of a teeny tiny little trampoline that's set right behind you, and you're just getting a bounce, 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 bounce. Right? So another way you could think about this is, let's say you were sitting on the floor, right? If you want to join me on the floor, welcome to, or you could just watch me here. If I were sitting on the floor with my feet fairly engaged, flexed here like I'm standing, and I were going to take my legs and bounce them off the floor, it's like I want the back of my knee to touch the floor. It doesn't actually do that. Like physically, my knee does not do that. But it's like I want to do that idea where I'm getting this little bounce off the floor. So all the mechanics are happening here from the knee itself, right? So taking that back to standing, we're thinking back, 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 back. Now, this is where that posture I mentioned at the beginning is super important. It's very easy to come into a place where we release the pelvis, the booty sticks out behind us, and then we contract the lower back in unhealthy ways. So I want you to make sure that as your knees are soft, the pelvis is underneath you. And as you straighten your legs, you don't slowly release that, as there's a tendency to straighten the knees, release the pelvis. Keep it tucked under, keep the chest lifted. And what you're going to find here, what's a little difficult to hone in on, especially if it's a new shimmy for you, is that it doesn't feel like your hips are going up and down a lot. Indeed, they're going up a little bit because your knees are connected to your thigh bones, connected to the hip bone, right? But it's not like a big hip shimmy, different shimmy, right? A good one, but a different one. This shimmy, once you get it going fast, is more of a jiggle in the front of the thighs, in the belly, sometimes in the chest. You're going to feel it a little differently in your body depending on your body and the way that you shimmy. But this shimmy manifests in me as more of a wobble or a jiggle that I feel in the front of my thighs, in my belly, and sometimes in my chest, so not much. So I want you to think about slowing it back down. Back, 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 bouncing the back of your knee off that tiny trampoline, and you might find like you're just sort of bobbing, and that's totally cool. Be sure to not lock your knees up. So don't think about pulling the kneecaps up to lock, because then bending again is difficult. You'll get stuck there. You'll get a lot of tension in your thighs and in your knees. You don't want that. You want this to be very relaxed, right? I am going to encourage you to practice this slowly at first, especially if going fast tends to give you issues, right? If it starts to hiccup or it doesn't work right. Going faster involves making sure that the knees are powering equally. And this is tough. We all have a dominant side and a non-dominant side. And in general, one leg will be more strong than the other, stronger than the other, right? So we want to make sure that as you get going, that bada, 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 that very even tempo of the knees does not change, right? Pelvis is long. Chest is lifted. We're relaxing as much as possible. Feet are engaged. I can feel my ankles engaged. I'm definitely engaging slightly in the lower abdominals to create that nice long spine, but I'm trying to relax my quads, which seems counterintuitive. I'm trying to relax my abdominals. I'm trying to relax my glutes. I want the maximum jiggle possible, right? Let it all jiggle. That is a good thing. And the more you got to jiggle, the better your shimmy will be. So just let it all hang out. Yeah, it's good, but with good posture. And you breathe and you smile. Yeah, and so we've got this going. Bada, 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 bada. Now let's take it a little bit slower, maybe a little bit bigger. And I invite you, especially if you're like, it's not working, this is difficult. And it is. This is a tough one. This shimmy eluded me for maybe 12 years. Mine totally sucked. I can tell you more about that on another day. It was horrible. I felt like such an imposter. I finally got it, but it took a lot of drilling. And here's things that I've learned. Slower is better than faster, right? Bigger, looser is better than tighter when you get started. And I invite you to play with, where do you place the weight in your feet? Maybe you want to widen your stance a little bit, or maybe closer together feels good for you. Maybe it works a little bit better for you if your weight comes more towards your toes, or perhaps it feels better for you if your weight is more towards your heels. In the end, we want to be able to do this shimmy no matter where our weight is, no matter what our stance is, no matter what we're layering over the top of it. We want it to keep going. But in the beginning, I invite you to find the easiest win, right? So play with shifting your weight a little bit forward. Maybe your heels lift up off the floor a little bit. See what that feels like. Or maybe shift your weight back a little bit. Make sure that pelvis stays engaged. Keep straightening the knees, right? And play with that. Also, it helps to kind of hone in on, where do you feel the jiggle? For me, this shimmy, I feel it very much in the front of my thighs. So if I want to make it bigger, I focus on how can I make this jiggle feel bigger? I just focus on increasing and leaning into that jiggle, and it helps me find the refinement of the technique that makes the movement bigger. Yeah? So let's slow it down a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Make sure the knees are still going fairly straight. Make sure the upper body isn't bouncing too much, like not up and down here, right? You'll get some natural bounce in the body parts. That's a good thing, right? Shoulders roll back and down. Maybe we'll bring the arms up. Let's speed up that shimmy a little bit. We'll bring it back down, focusing on playing with our weight, keeping it relaxed, keeping the feet grounded, and breathing. Try not to tense up anywhere that doesn't need to be tensed, right? I feel most of my engagement in my feet, my ankles, and my knees. Everything else is very, very relaxed. Yes? All right. Now that you have the basics of that shimmy, let's go ahead and try it with music. If you're enjoying this tutorial, can I ask you for a big favor? Could you please like and subscribe so that I can send you brand new belly dance content every single week? And now that you've learned the basics of the Egyptian shimmy, I invite you to really dive in and hone your shimmy with 5 powerful tips that will make your shimmy bigger, juicier, and easier to accomplish every time. You can get this free class on instant access at sahirabellydances.com/shimmy tips. All right, let's take a deep breath up. Release the arms, roll the shoulders back and down. Find your centering posture. 5, 6, here we go. Let's get it going slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You might say, but Sahira, this is not a shimmy. No, we're gonna call it a wobble. I invite you to take it slow. If it ever starts to hiccup, take it slower, not faster, right? Hiccuping is usually a sign that one knee is moving faster or slower than the other, and we wanna sync them up. Yeah, nice and relaxed and juicy. Feet are flat on the floor. Our energy is relaxed, relaxing everything that you can. Now take it a little bit faster. You don't have to double time it. A little bit faster. Make sure you have that nice long pelvis. You're breathing. Yeah, maybe take it a little faster. If you want to take it to tempo, which your shimmy doesn't have to be, but it's pretty fun to lock in with the music, we're looking at Bada, 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 bada. It's really fast, yeah? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Take it slower, yeah? Breathe. Let it be a jiggle, let it be kind of bouncy. Where do you feel this jiggle? Yeah, can you just feel like you're on a tiny little trampoline bouncing? That's kind of fun. Take a deep breath up. Keep it as relaxed as you can. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit, but I invite you to really keep it relaxed. If it's not quite hooking in, it's not, you're not making it happen yet, don't worry. This is a work in progress. It took me 12 years. It won't take you 12 years. Let's shift your weight a little bit forward. How does that feel? Does that help? Right? Don't create tension in the feet. Don't forget that engagement in the lower abdominals. Or maybe what if you take your weight slightly more towards the heels? Does one of these help you, right? If it helps you, great, use it. If it doesn't, throw it away. Yeah, take a nice deep breath up. Really feel your weight in the floor. Make sure the knees are going all the way back, 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 back. Yeah, I'll show you from this angle. Letting the knees go all the way back, relaxing the thighs, relaxing the belly. Breathe. Keep it going. Bring the arms up again. You're doing great. Almost there. And strike your pose. Oh my goodness, fabulous dancer, you did it. How did it feel? Now, I just want to remind you, man, this Egyptian shimmy, while it is quintessential and every belly dancer has to know the shimmy, it is not easy. And it is one that takes many years, I think, to really refine so it feels comfortable and effortless. Like I said, it took me about 12, and you are going to get it so much faster than that, I promise you. But now that you have gotten an introduction to this shimmy, there's a giant world of shimmies available and ready for you. You can learn some more here. I also have an entire course dedicated to over 20 shimmies and variations, and you can get that information in the links below as well. I would like to know, what shimmy do you want to learn next? Check out some videos here, use your shimmy on the dance floor, and I will see you back here very soon.